But are we smarter or machines are smarter? Thank God. I mean, abhi tak kya bolte sab अपन वैसी सोचे. Good. So, how should we look at the machine, Gen AI? Should we blindly follow Gen AI now? No. Right? So there are certain things that you should know. So what are the limitations of Gen AI? If I have to ask you. Now, critical thinking is another skill. If you look at World Economic Forum, वो हर साल उन्हें क्या बोलते हैं, so 5 साल आगे क्या skills होना अपने को, तो उसके अंदर critical thinking ऊपर आता, lifelong learner भी आता, critical thinking. So according to you, what are the limitations of Gen AI?
The first limitation being that it's ethnocentric.
Which?
ChatGPT is ethnocentric in a sense that if we call, if we have to explain it, that give us an explanation about the Israel-Hamas war, it will say that Israel is not a colonizer, it will say Israel is not an occupier. It will rather say it's a conflict between a terrorist entity and a country, where Hamas is a terrorist entity. But for the rest of the world, 70 or 80% of the world, it's not a terrorist entity, it's a revolutionary group.
Okay.
Or it's a militant group, it's fighting for its land.
So biasness.
Biasness.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Bias. Yes.
Sir, at
You can sit.
present,
It's okay.
at present stage, LLM can't generate something very new or very original. It relies on the data which has been provided to it. So basically, it predicts the next thing,
Right.
while writing something.
So knowledge cutoff. Okay. So bias, knowledge cutoff. What else? Yes.
So as a law student, I don't think we should depend for articles or case laws on Gen AI because we have IPC and everything, right? So they are trained for those. So we have BNSS, we have new laws and all that. They're not trained with that.
Right.
So they
Okay.
give all articles and sections.
Okay. So can I say that it hallucinates? I mean, sometimes it refers, gives a citation which doesn't exist.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Bias, cutoff, hallucination. Yes.
I think building on what you said about law, I would say about psychology, it might pathologize things unnecessarily. As in overanalyze a situation. You're feeling sad, so you might just end up saying, yeah, okay, this particular stage of depression perhaps.
Right. So it's the responses are not fair also.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Now let's see. So first we realize it's data dependent, right? The entire model's behavior will be on the data it has been trained on. Then knowledge cutoff, as we just agreed. You have biasness, obviously. Then hallucination, and it's not fair. अभी आप लोगों की knowledge check करेंगे. First में क्या आता? If your health chatbot is giving you articles about COVID-19 treatments from 2015, what is the limitation? Knowledge cutoff. How many of you lock कर दूँ? All right. A model trained on old resumes preferring male resumes. Bias. Fair nahi hai. Okay. A climate model trained only on data from America fails to generate for Europe. Data dependency. Very nice. Now, hallucination. I just gave away the answer when I was explaining. Okay, great. So now when you go back and do your thing on whatever application that you're doing, so far did you ask these questions like whatever I am looking at, should I, or you blindly just believe that this is the output and I should go with this output? You are studying like you will definitely, but a lot of others? No? Okay, but start doing it going forward, okay? Okay, so now coming to how do you give a prompt? Anybody here who knows the different prompting techniques? No? Okay, I'm very glad because this will be another key takeaway from this session that you will go back. Ek hota zero shot. You don't give any example and you just ask the application that you're using and I'll show you an example on the Copilot that I use. One shot is you give an example. Two shot is more than one example. Then it's role, that you assign a role to your prompt, and then obviously the prompt chaining. Okay? Now, showing you an example on real chat, Microsoft 365. So the first one, कहीं को नहीं आ रहा है? So the first one is, what is 2 plus 2? It gives you an answer, right? You're not giving any, it's a zero shot. Now second, you're saying if 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, what is 3 plus 3? So you're giving an example, right? Then third one is you're giving more, one shot and then multiple shots. Here you are saying, give me an answer like a mathematician teacher on this. Now you see the difference in the way the ChatGPT or whatever will kind of give you. It will give you a lot of explanation around it, right? And then you build. The chain of thought is you ask like, okay, where else can doubling be applied? Doubling principles, then it will give you even more. So you see the possibilities. So if you are using any of the applications, please keep in mind what is your objective and use the right method. I mean, the method that works for me is the role, the last one, because then it acts like a facilitator, teacher, whatever, and will give more meat on the bone, as we call it, and not just a very high level picture. Okay, I'll pause for any questions. We will have a lot of questions at the end, but until now, any question?
So what about JSON from?
JSON. So JSON is for your so it is for non-relational databases, right? So we are not getting into the relational database, non-relational databases.
For normal communication, we can get JSON from to get better answers from any generative AI.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't understand coding.
What if it threaten AI, like gaslighting?
Threaten AI.
Yeah. There were some reports which I read. Threatening or gaslighting AI will get better results in terms of using digital language.
I mean, we don't want to get.
I tried this and it got real results.
Is it? Okay. Well, I have not gone to that extent, and I. Is it? So you want to share what happened?
So when I asked a problem to solve, initially it was hallucinating, and when I same thing gaslighted him, like you are.
Him? Why is it him? Why it can't be a her? See, we have a bias in the room. Sorry.
I gaslight. It was my bias. Sorry. So I gaslighted it. I asked like another model is better than that, and like after some time it gave the exact answer which I was expecting.
Okay.
Which I wanted.
Okay. So I learned something. I didn't try this. So thank you for teaching me gaslighting. I mean, I wish I had the time to do all of those. But these are few things that we tell our employees as well to use. Again, there are multiple ways, but if you didn't know about this, then start playing around with this and then see what outputs you get. Okay, so for this group, again, now we are not trying to make you into, GenAI experts. We want you to use GenAI for your advantage, right? Now with technology, a lot of things people say, I have a slide at the end which I'll show you what GenAI usually people are thinking, but is there a way that we can avoid GenAI in today's time? No, right? So you have to use it. So in our organizations, when we do presentations, so I was doing a presentation to a CHRO of a very big manufacturing company. They wanted to use some GenAI use cases in their HR. So I was called. So at the end of the session, I had a slide which said that GenAI is not going to replace humans, but it's going to bring human to the center of human resources. Now, why I said that is because if in HR we start using GenAI, we'll be able to spend a lot of time with our employees. I mean, I think you all are students or you have not experienced corporate, or some of you might have experienced corporate, but HR is like, they are all administrators, they are always behind us to do this and that, but they never listen to us. So we are on that journey of using GenAI so that we can free up people's mind. For you guys, it can act as a personal coach. You can have your personalized learnings, because I'm sure some of you learn differently. You want to see a lot of videos. Some of you would like to just listen to audio books and all. Some actually want to use their hands and learn. So you can use GenAI to become your personal assistant who will curate the way you want to learn. But then again, the question is, are you self-aware? Do you know what kind of a learner are you? Right? Then it also gives you feedback. You can ask GenAI to create an assessment. Whatever you have learned, you can ask, and then it will create that assessment. You can take an assessment and क्या हो गया यार? देखो आ गया. Okay. And it's always up, available. You don't have to wait for CETI center to open and then come here. You can log in and it's always there. And it's a continuous development because it saves your inputs that you have given in the past. You can keep track of that, right? And let me tell you, I think I have briefly touched upon it, but until now, yes, there was focus on learning and development, upskilling, but today the entire focus of every organization is on learning and development. And in that room, I was just telling when we were having conversation that suddenly my role has become important. And all the leaders are looking up to me like, okay, what skills are we trying to develop in our people? Where should we invest? What are the roles and all that? And that is coming primarily again from that World Economic Forum report, which said that the number one skill in 2030 is going to be the lifelong learner. So your ability to learn, and whether you're continuously upgrading yourself, will be the key differentiator between you and somebody who's not growing. And we have a framework. I mean, here I don't have a slide, but I can tell you how you can be a continuous learner. Again, it's not one size fits all, but this is what we use in our organizations. So for anything that you want to learn, you have to first assess yourself. Otherwise, how would you know where do you stand? So you have to take certain assessments. Okay? Then you learn that part. Okay? But just learning will not help. You have to apply that also. And in this, you need a support system too. So you can do your assessment online, you can learn online, you can apply in your work, but I would pay a lot of attention to this support. Now, this support is nothing but your mentors, your coaches, people who have been there, done that, because they will open up a new avenue for you that you were not aware of. If this is missing, I think there is a lot that you will miss. Then you again reassess and see where you are. And then you go back to learning. So it's a continuous process. It should never stop. And I think you will be able to draw parallel. The people who have come here before me have all been the lifelong learners. Do you agree or? Right? Okay. Great. Okay. All right. So I told you that the things are changing fast. We started with traditional AI. Then came Gen AI. I don't have any gift, but anybody who can tell me what the third one is?
General intelligence.
AGI, AGI? नहीं, वो बहुत टाइम है.